we're Cheska and Ben, and we're driving our camper van from the UK all the way to Argentina. We're currently in Nova Scotia, Canada, exploring the wild Atlantic shores of Cape Breton. Welcome to episode 5. Wow. Tell you what, park-ups like this do not come around very often. This is a little gem that Ben found on Google Maps. Look at this. We've got miles and miles of white sandy beach, turquoise waters. We've got a lake, there's forest, we just need mountains, and it'll be like Canada in miniature. And also, welcome to Cape Breton. This is the jewel in the crown of Nova Scotia. I cannot count the amount of recommendations we've had to come here. It's home to one of the most famous drives in the world, the Cabot Trail, which we will be doing. So I'm hoping that we've saved the best till last. I mean, look at this. Welcome to Cape Breton, hey?
River is like obsessed with the sea, and we can leave her off the lead and she'll stay out here with scouting open, but because you know the sea's there, she's literally strolled off.
She's slinking off.
Yeah, look. Here please, come on. Let's go, come on. Come on. Oh, this is nice, isn't it?
There's definitely some magic in the air in Cape Breton. This island in the north of Nova Scotia is renowned for its unparalleled beauty and its wild forested landscape. Home to moose, bears and plenty of sea life, we even got to meet some curious locals who dropped by to say hello. Paradise comes at a cost, apparently. We've got the thermos, we've got the mosquito repellent stuff, but I think there are just so many of them here.
Oh my god, look at them all on here. Oh, you can't see them on the camera.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to abandon plans for the romantic sunset dinner. Oh yeah. My god, there are so many. Go on, go on, go on. Oh no, there's one coming, There's a breach. There's a breach. Oh my god, quickly, 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 get them down.
Okay, in. Oh no, I've dropped the magnet. Okay, in.
On the chaise long in your underwear. Sometimes, just sometimes. Up your boy. Just sometimes. A jacuzzi, a day to watch my movie. So we're having a fish curry again, and I just remembered that the last time we filmed ourselves cooking was fish curry, and we don't have it that often. In fact, the last time we had it was when we last filmed it, which was like a couple of weeks ago. Here we go.
Hey, buddy.
Just give everyone a kiss.
Can you give everyone a kiss, did you?
It's a bit grey today, the mist is rolling in, we are packing up, getting ready to leave. This is easily up there, easily top 3 best places that we've ever stayed in the van, if not the best.
Okay. Oh, thank you. There's no way we could have stayed here without this, without the Starlink. There's literally, we've got no mobile signal. We had no cell phone signal for about half an hour of the drive, all the way here before we got here. So, and obviously because we need the internet to work, yeah, without this we wouldn't be able to stay in such an amazing spot like this. So, hands down, one of the best things we've bought for a long time.
A game changer. Also, the speed has been incredible. Upload speed's been really quick, download speed has been really quick. It is like having fibre broadband back at home. It's amazing. The track down to that park up is pretty good. It's just kind of stony, solid ground, but there is a patch of soft sand. We made it through okay yesterday, but I'm just gonna walk up here and I think Ben's just gonna give it some welly and just plow on through. Yeah, this is the sand. You see how soft it is. So we've been driving up the east coast of Cape Breton and we have come to a place called Louisbourg or Louisbourg Fortress. It's a reconstructed 18th century French fortress and it's meant to be incredible and something we cannot miss. Apparently it's one of the best of its kind in Canada. There's people in costume there, there's like workshops, there's like all sorts going on. Somebody said it's so real that it's surreal.
Oh my word.
So
wow.
we're going to see what it's like. And is there a pair of pants on the floor?
Someone's boxers, yeah. I hate costume places.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh no, I thought you would love it.
I know, there's one back home called Morwellham Quay and used to go when you like to primary school and there's like...
Oh no,
as long as they don't drag you into doing things and they just stand there and look nice.
I thought you would look at it and be like, oh, this is so cool.
Maybe.
Oh no.
If they're there for the aesthetics, no problem. But if they like interact with you, they go, oh, hello there, and things like that. I'm like, oh no. Well. It's actually really impressive. I'm actually quite impressed with it so far.
What is this?
The artillery stone house.
So not only is the fortress completely reconstructed, but all of the dwellings and the buildings in it too. So there's like ammunition storage, we're in some sort of like rope fabric storehouse, there's people's houses, there's people's homes that have been made into like cafes and restaurants and stuff.
It's amazing.
Like none of these have light in them because they wouldn't have had light, so they're kind of like dark and dingy and just exactly how they would have been. Oh wow, look at this canoe.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's the birch bark. When we were at Kedge National Park, there was workshops on how to build a birch bark canoe. We didn't get a chance to see it unfortunately because it wasn't running the day that we were there, but this is obviously what they look like. This is amazing.
That is really cool, isn't it? This is what you need to kill the mosquitoes here. They're that big.
Canadian-sized mosquito swatter.
We know it's not a Canadian mosquito squatter before anyone says anything.
But it should be.
But it should be, yeah.
Wouldn't want to load a bunch of black powder into a cannon.
3 miles these have got a range of.
Bloody hell.
What a great place for a ghost, because you wouldn't know because they're dressed up like them. Yeah. Just wandering around like, hello.
No one will ever know.
Yeah. No, bonjour.
So it's not like today's guns, everything's confined.
Yeah.
So this is what they're fixing. They're fixing the flint to make sure they can hit this.
Oh, that's really, I never realised that's how it is.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Wow. Perfect.
Le public est averti. Comme première partie de son châtiment, Bernard Lyotte.
We're following the prisoner through the town.
The Bernard Lyotte, a sailor from Bayonne, has been questioned, tried, and found guilty of homicide.
it's just started to absolutely pour down. I'm in shorts and flip-flops.
Dressed for the weather.
Dressed for the weather. It was lovely when we left. Let's go for it. Whoa, look at this.
Yep, weather's come in. Well, we just made a mad dash back to the van. That was actually a lot of fun. It was $18.95 each. Yeah. There's loads of things that go on throughout the day. So much to go and see. All these reconstructed buildings, like faithfully reconstructed down to like the floor and the roof and everything. People in costume everywhere. You can ask them questions, and it was just like a fun, like, kind of trip.
It was really good. I'm not a big fan of that like period like dress up stuff, but it was actually really good.
Yeah.
And I hold my hands up. I think it was one of the best things I've seen before.
Yeah, it's really good. And you can also pay extra to fire a cannon and fire a musket. We didn't do that, but that would be really cool. But yeah, enjoyed that. And now we're just gonna head to the shops.
Head to the shop.
Get some food and get out of this rain.
I was gonna give the van a hose down, but I don't think I'm gonna need to, no.
Last 4 nights at a beautiful secluded beach. And tonight we're gonna be in Walmart. Such is van life.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. It's the closest place to where we want to go tomorrow. There isn't really much between here and there, and we've already stopped off here to get some food. Ben's popped into Canadian Tires to get. So you're gonna explain about the electrical stuff?
Yeah, I can explain about the electrical stuff.
Ben's going to Canadian Tire to get some electrical stuff, which he'll explain to you about. So yeah, we're just gonna park up here for the night, and it's getting quite late now, and yeah, we need some food. Walmart car park, a few other campers here. One thing we always try and look for is we try and get the spot near some green grass where we can take the guys out for wees and stuff. Unfortunately, we are right next to the main road, so it's going to be a little noisy, but
I think we'll be okay.
It'll be alright for the night.
Yeah.
Good morning from a rather noisy Walmart car park. I don't know whether it's because we're now heading further north or it's just the time of year, but it is starting to get very cool. The heat and the humidity that we've had the whole of the time we've been in Nova Scotia seems to be fading. It was very, very fresh this morning. It's like the stirrings of autumn are in the air. Oh no, oh no! Ben's doing a wee, so he wants the door shut. Okay, yep. So this morning we are making our way over to Goat Island. Now Goat Island is home to the Eskasoni First Nations community, which is the largest Mi'kmaq community in the world. You can visit the island and you can like dive deep into the culture, the heritage, and just the day-to-day life of the Mi'kmaq people. So that is exactly what we're going to do today. Very, very excited. Rather than just read about the Mi'kmaq culture, we dove headfirst into some traditional experiences, starting with a smudging ceremony designed to purify and cleanse the spirit.
If you ever find an eagle feather on the ground, you're not supposed to keep it for yourself. You're supposed to give it whoever you think deserves it or whoever you think desires it. Oh, wow. Yeah. So I would smudge my mind so I could think about good and positive things. It smells really great. So those smudge, there's not really a limitation towards smudging. So some people smudge once a day. Some people even smudge 3 times a day. Oh, some people even smudge 10 times a day. It depends. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Cool.
But yeah, a lot of people, you know, they like to smudge whenever they want, however they want. You know, there's not really
it's completely up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, so Natasha is going to teach us Guanu Day, which is a friendship tribal dance.
Yes. Okay.
This is going to look difficult.
So Guanu Day is our friendship dance. So anytime that we were trading with other tribes or anytime that we met anyone new, we would do Guanu Day. The drum, you just put your foot in it up. So you go like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I want you to stamp your feet to hear a beat. Up. Both hands. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Guanu Day, Guandalia Guanu Rana Hey, Guandalia This is bear root. Bear root is something we don't have here. We don't have bear root in this area. It's a medicine that we traded, and that's why I picked it because it's one of the medicines that we traded. So the other tribes wouldn't have bagosi because bagosi is found where the salt water meets the fresh.
Right, okay.
So we would trade, and this is one of the medicines that we did trade. See, my son got an infection on his legs. I took him to the doctors, nothing worked. All the way up to steroids. I got frustrated, and I went to an elder. Elder showed me this plant. He told me, take the leaf, put it over the infected area, wrap it, and let him sleep. So I put the leaves all over his legs, and I wrapped it, let him sleep. The next morning, when I unraveled it, took the leaves off, clear. It took one night.
Natasha had taught us about dance and plant medicine before we learnt about an integral part of Mi'kmaq culture and ceremony, the drum.
I could see eagles flying up in the sky here. Like, it just gives that beautiful, spiritual connection effect.
So this is Matt, he's our guide for today. We've started off the day doing some traditional experiences, including we've had the smudging ceremony, learn about the medicine, dance, the drumming.
And next, of course, learning so much too. One thing we like to do is, of course, it all makes me hungry. So you're going to be making bread and cooking bread and eating bread over a fire.
That sounds
good. We're going to be doing that right now.
Okay, 1 cup of flour. Get out of there. Wrap her up. You don't need the flame, you just need the heat of the amber, but the flame is only going to cook the outside.
Yeah. Yours is looking almost done.
Just done?
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
You're very much welcome. Yes, I shall.
There's butter and molasses.
How does it taste?
It's amazing.
It's like really soft on the inside, but it's crunchy on the outside. It's perfect. Thank you.
Our axes would change as well. Our clothing would change eventually. So when we did stuff trading, we would get different technology. So this is just a basic flint.
Yep.
Very basic. You use sinew of the tendons of the animal.
Oh wow!
As the rope and stuff, and a bit of tar from this tree here. We have the tar a bit mixed with charcoal. It's a glue, and you put it on top sometimes to waterproof it.
Well, I was going to say Matt is an absolute fountain of knowledge on all things Mi'kmaq, and we're having a good lesson on Mi'kmaq language and the whole history, and it's absolutely fascinating. We just learnt the word for eagle is gidpu.
Gidpu.
Because it sounds like the chirp of an eagle. Who knew that eagles chirped?
Yeah, they chirp a lot. People have misconception that eagles sound like hawks. In films they do that, but they chirp. You'll hear that a certain chirp, and it's an eagle.
Yeah, that's amazing. Gidpu. Much, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for the bread.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed your time here at Eskazan Cultural Journeys Goat Island. And I'll teach you one more word. In Mi'kmaq, we don't believe in goodbyes. We say nomultus. Nomultus means till we meet again. Okay. And for you both, I hope someday we meet again.
Nomultus.
Nomultus.
Sorry, you couldn't come dancing and smudging with us, I'm afraid. Did you enjoy that?
Do you know, it was amazing. I thought we were about to lunge down with. I loved every minute of that. It was just so interesting to like sort of hear about the culture, the history, and actually sort of get immersed in it and like do it and use it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was a part of Canada I'd never even sort of realised or comprehended. So yeah, really good shout, babes, on doing that.
And before we left, I treated myself to some little earrings with moose on. We haven't seen any moose yet. I'm hoping we do before we leave. What is going on?
Okay, so because we're going to be in the US and Canada for ages, we wanted to test a new hookup setup. So we've bought a 15 amp NOCO connector, cable, and also a 30 to 15 amp reducer with an extension cable, and everything is working. So when we do stay at sort of RV parks and things, we can hook up and we've got power. Our system is a Europe UK one. It's 240 volts. Obviously here it's 120, 110. So our shoreline hookup is redundant whilst we're here. So we needed an alternative, and it's working first time, which is brilliant. This has also got a built-in breaker, so anything over 15 amps, this will trip. Awesome.
So we didn't sort out our kind of US-Canada hookup system before we left, because we just kind of wanted to come over here and just see for ourselves, didn't we, kind of what the like system was, what we could find in the shops, and all that kind of stuff. We didn't know what we could buy back home, so that's why we've waited till now. It's going to be raining tomorrow, it's getting very cold, we need water, we need a laundry, so we've come into a campsite and thought it would be the perfect time to test it. And yeah, everything seems to be working, so that means now if we do need hookup, if we do need to go into a campsite in America, we can now plug in and everything will work on that system. So I think we might be finally saying goodbye to the summer. 26 degrees on the beach at the start of this week, and now we're like in our jumpers, our coats, our hoodies, our big boots. It's freezing. So I just wanted to quickly say about the Eskasoni cultural tour that we did yesterday. It was $40 a person, and I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in doing it, because I couldn't recommend it enough. Obviously, it goes without saying, the Mi'kmaq don't live in wigwams or wear deer skins anymore, but what is really, really special is they could tell you how and why to build a wigwam. The dance that Natasha had us do, her great-great-grandmother would have danced, and the plant medicine that she was telling us about, her ancestors would have understood that 1,000 years ago. And it's how they bring this lineage of their culture and heritage and weave it into their modern day living, which is so special. I also wanted to say thank you for all the comments, people making sure that we were okay, as we didn't release a video last week. There was no real reason, it was just that we had a really busy week of running errands and big drives, and it just didn't work to film last week. I did post on our Instagram stories just to let people know, so if you're not following us on Instagram, head over there. We do post regular updates on there, and that is the first place that we will tell you if we're not posting a video or if there's a change or anything like that. But we're both okay, we're back to regular scheduling now. On that note, we shall see you guys next week. We're going to be driving the Cabot Trail. You don't want to miss that one. Bye.